new swim bait plus new spin bait colors from Duo Japan, Megabass gives us a special release of some limited edition Pop Max colors, and the OSP Blitz Max DR drop we've all been waiting for. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackall, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Happy Sunday morning, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined by my buddy Jeffrey the King. Good morning, Jeffrey the King.
Nice to see you again.
My favorite part about today, Jeff, is after last night, now I know you're a beer drinker, so here.
Oh, that was my quota for the year.
What, really?
Yeah, the one beer a year.
I thought you were in.
Oh no.
All right, well, back to drinking solo. Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday morning. Ham and egg in a can. Are you sure, Jeff?
Ham and egg in a can.
Yeah.
That does not taste like ham and eggs.
It's the breakfast of champions.
Oh, good Lord.
Let me guess, you're like a McDonald's breakfast drive-thru kind of guy?
Absolutely, dude.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
This has everything you need.
I see.
Protein,
How much?
hydration.
There's no way there's protein in that.
Well, there is. See, in Japan, they don't have to put all the nonsense on there. I think it's 12 grams.
Spitballing.
I mean, look at these muscles. I haven't worked out in like 10 years. Just drink beer. Look like this.
That really works.
Yeah. I also haven't shaved in 10 years.
I can tell.
I wanted to look like a mountain man for Trout Week.
I like this.
Speaking of Trout Week, did you enjoy Trout Week this week?
CJ killed it. Callan and Andrew killed it. Hunter killed it.
Yep.
You were kind of in the way on some of that stuff, but
I appreciate that.
You were there.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to feel a part of it. I didn't want to give them all the glory. Thank you guys for watching Trout Week. I hope you enjoyed it. We will continue to bring that style of video and keep exploring the exciting world of kageki trout and having fun and going on adventures. So look for more of those type of videos to come. We'll be back to normal bass now this week. So if you missed us for a week and you hate trout, right? Like you're just like, fuck this trout. We'll be back to some bass content. But if you love the trout, we will continue to drop that. And if you missed it, go back and look. There's some amazing videos. There's some really fun adventures with the new guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's jump into some new product. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle, where we highlight new product drops, important restocks, so you guys can stay on top of the game. We're going to jump into OSP, a big week from OSP, some important drops, some new colors, brand new bait, some new items. So let's jump right in. So the bait that everybody has been asking for, a few weeks ago we had the OSP Blitz EXDR drop. Now we finally see the return of the Blitz Max DR plus some new colors. So if you guys are an OSP fan, you're going crazy right now. You're probably already gobbling these up. If you guys are not a Blitz Max DR fan yet, but you throw crankbaits in that 12 to 15 foot zone, make sure you're scooping these up, because this is one of the best ones. The Blitz Max DR is the largest, for now, deep diving crankbait that OSP makes. So I'm going to spec this out for you. It's 2 2/5 inches, so 61 millimeters, 5/8 of an ounce. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger body than the EXDR, but it's still relatively small. So I would consider it more of like a medium size, right? It casts like a dream, just like all OSP crankbaits. It's going to have that honeycomb construction on it. It's going to have the bottom keel weight on there. And what that does, it allows for great flight posture, so you're gonna get really long casting distance without having to have any kind of weight transfer in there. So you're going to get just that little bit of sound without that real loud rattle. It's just the perfect blend. It's a nice kind of hybrid between a flat-sided crankbait and a wide wobbling crankbait, so it works in all kinds of water conditions all year round. The way things are happening with production, it's been almost a year since OSP has produced these. So if you've been waiting or you're just looking to add to your box, this is definitely the time to scoop these up. Our order was allocated like crazy because same thing, you know, in Japan, this is one of the most popular crankbaits in this class. So there just wasn't enough stuff to go around. So there's some colors that we got everything we wanted. There are some new color drops that I wish I would have had 1,000 of every color, but they're super limited, so they're gonna fly out of here. I'm still gonna go through them so you guys know. So I am holding New Mary Shad in my hand. So this is a color that they have dropped in other product lines. This is the first time we're seeing it in the Blitz Max DR. So this is new this week, new color, new drop. A lot of the colors that you guys love are backs, like Impact Wakasagi, Vanilla Chartreuse, some of the real prints, so like Real Bitterling is back, Real Bluegill is back, some of the matte finishes like Matte Wakasagi, Jinrin, those return. We also see a few other new colors. There's a new kind of crystal black and gold color here. I'll take it out. So just kind of a nice, if you guys are fishing some muddier water or they're just smoking gold, that's kind of a nice color. And then there's two new matte finishes. Again, these, there's not a lot of these, so I expect these to fly out. I'll do my best to get more, but there is a new matte chartreuse back bluegill. I think it's one of the sexiest bluegill patterns that I've seen. I'm not sure what that is, so it's a pretty bright back, but I mean, super dope color, so that is new. And then this guy is, I think between New Mary Shad and this is Matte Funa. I mean, that is just a sexy, sexy color. So for me, I'm super stoked about these new colors. This is one of my favorite crankbaits anyways. It bangs across rocks really good. It comes through cover really good. So definitely should be a staple in everybody's lineup. It throws really easy on normal crankbait rods. You don't need like a dedicated deep crank rod for this bait. I throw it on my 7.1 medium heavy Valkyrie glass. It casts and it manages really easy. It doesn't have a super hard dig even though it gets down there. So there you go, the Blitz Max DR drop from OSP, available now. All right, a brand new crankbait offering from OSP. We see the official release of the newest member of the Blitz family. This is the Blitz SSR. Okay, so this is the super shallow running version of the Blitz. Blitz is probably one of the most famous square bill crankbaits. We sell gazillions of them here a year. This is the new super shallow running version of it, 51 millimeters, so 2 inches. It is about 3/10 of an ounce, so 8 grams, so in between 1/4 and 3/8. This is what the Blitz SSR was designed to do. OSP wanted to create a super shallow runner. So its target depth is just about 1 meter. Okay, so this is going to be a surface to 3-foot type diver. Now, traditionally, when companies make this style bait and they need to keep it really shallow, they have to make the bill very, very small, obviously. Usually the longer the bill is, the deeper it dives, right? So the bills shrink, 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 shrink. Well, the problem is that if you're fishing in open water, it's not a big deal, right? But if you're fishing around wood or rock in real shallow water, it can become a big deal to use a shallow diving crankbait because the bills get so short that when the crankbait moves, the hooks are swinging and they snag, and there's not enough lip on the front to allow it to kind of deflect and prevent snagging from those hooks. So what OSP did is they developed the perfect lip for their bait that's wide enough to where as it bounces, it's protecting the exact point that that hook is swinging, so that as it swings, it's not snagging the hooks. It's also made out of a circuit board material and it's angled correctly, so even though it's wide, it's not going to affect any of the casting distance. So you're still going to get the great casting distance that OSP crankbaits are known for, but you're going to get that extra deflection. So if you've been looking for a shallow, just grind on the bank or real shallow cover and not snag, this could be a great one for you. So it's available in a ton of colors. Okay, I'm just going to fly through them really quick and show it to you. I think this is going to be a great one, especially if you guys are fishing from shore or ponds, or I know a lot of you guys you live in areas where fish are just shallow, like your water is super shallow. We're in kind of a crazy area here where we're just used to deep water, right? But I know a lot of you guys don't have that luxury and the fish are just up in some gnarly stuff. This should be a great one for you. So I'm just gonna hold these up so you can kind of get an idea. I think in all there are 14 colors, so a lot of colors that you expect to see, like matte shad and sunfish and some of the red cross. There's a lot of nice reds in here. There's some new bluegill patterns as well. Okay, there's some blacks, and you've got crystal blue shiner and the golds, right? So lots of color options in this. Really excited to get this. OSP is super stoked about this. This is one of their favorite baits that they have made, just because of how easy it comes through cover. So it's going to perform a lot. If you're familiar with like the Evoke 1.2, going to be a very similar type bait. It's going to be one that you can throw right into a tree, a lay down wood, and be able to bring it out. So there you go, the brand new Blitz SSR from OSP, available now. All right, Jeff, and staying in Blitz for a minute, we see a big restock in Blitz MRs and DRs. We also see some new colors in both of those. So Blitz MR is going to see 5 new colors. You're seeing colors like Numeri Shad that we just pointed out in the Blitz Max DR is available now in an MR. You have Chartreuse Wakasagi, you have Amazari, you have Moist Wakasagi. I know it's one of your favorite ones. You have Japan Tasty Shad. So 5 new colors in the MR. The MR is going to be a great one for getting into that 6 to 8 foot zone, right? So 5 new colors in the MR available now. And then we also see a huge restock plus a new color drop in the Blitz DR as well. So that's going to be more that 8 to 10 foot zone. So there's literally a Blitz for like every single zone that you guys fish now. So huge week in the Blitz crankbait from OSP. All right, Jeff, I know you loved last week when we got those HP bugs back. I know you're a huge bug guy, right? So this kind of, a worm is a bug.
Technically, yes.
Right? So, we see a big return in the Deca MMZ this week from OSP as well, in the key colors, right? The Mimizu colors, the ones that actually look like a worm. So if you guys have been missing, this has been one of those baits that no matter how many we get in, they fly. So it's just a super cool bait. You guys have seen it a million times. It's just a really long, like 13-inch kind of nightcrawler shaped bait that has these built-in kind of bends to it, so as you pull it, it kind of recoils back and then it swims super naturally. A super fun bait to use, highly effective. So if you guys have been waiting on any of the key colors to return, this is a great time to scoop those up from OSP. And then we see a brand new measure board from OSP. So you guys know that we're huge fans of Working Class Zero and their travel boards. We have them with us all the time. This is going to be a similar style, but different. So let's just open one up. It's going to be available, by the way, in 3 colors. There is a white, a black, and a camo. Okay, so first thing you're going to notice is that the edges of it are metal. It is etched in the OSP logo, so you got the laser engraving there. The board itself is a mesh material. Okay, so it's going to be a quick drying material, so it's going to kind of reduce any of that slime or drippiness. It's going to go through. It is, of course, in millimeters, so if you guys need to see inches, it's not going to be the board for you, but it's also weighted on the back here, and then you can fold this up to have the little bump. So If you want a different style board, it's just another option. If you're a huge OSP fan and you want to measure your fish, I mean, that's basically what it is. Now, here's the thing. It's not cheap, okay? So working class zero travel board is going to set you back, I believe, $39, okay? I might be wrong, but I'm very rarely wrong, so somewhere in there. This guy is going to set you back $70. So it's a really expensive piece. They're only making a small batch. It's going to be kind of a limited run deal for them. So this is going to be a one and done thing, okay? So again, 3 colors. There's a white, a black, and a camo. I think the white and the black are pretty self-explanatory. I haven't actually seen the camo yet, so I'm gonna open it up and let's see if it's a cool camo or if it even matters. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, it's cool. So you got the camo on the top and bottom there as well. So there you go. The brand new mesh measuring board from OSP is available now. All right, finally from OSP, a handful of new stickers arrive from them as well. So there's some new logo stickers, there's a new wings sticker, and there's a new multi-pack sticker. So if you guys are sticker fans, some options new this week from OSP. All right, Jeff, let's jump over to Megabass for a second. There's some restocks I want to let you guys know about and some kind of special drops, I think. So let's start right here in the Pop Max. So if you remember back to earlier this year, Jeff, every year Megabass does like a celebration series set, right? To celebrate the new year, right? So there's a 2022 celebration series. There's 6 colors in the line and they are sold as sets. Well, those sold through and we were able to get them to make one final production so that we could do individual sales. So instead of having to buy the full set, now you can get just the Pop Max you needed, just the Baby Pop X, just the XPods, so on and so forth, if you guys need to finish out your collection, or maybe you just want to try something really crazy, okay? So I'm going to fly through these colors with you. I'm also holding up the Pop Max in Moth OB. We did scoop up the last of those from Megabass as well, so if you guys missed out, for now, there is availability. It's not a lot, so they're going to fly out of here, but Moth OB, which was 2 respects drops ago, is available in the Pop Max. And then the 6 colors that we see available in the Pop Max, you have Beniaka, you have Sukurodoko, you have Shikoko, there is Benezogi, you have Yakadoko, and you have Kogani. Okay, so this will be a one-time offering. When they're gone, they're gone. But it might be fun for you guys to try some different colors in Pop Max or just add them to the collection. So while supplies last, those are available. And again, those same colors trickle through in the Baby Pop X and the Pop X. So the Baby Pop X is one that a lot of you guys have been asking for. Megabass hasn't made it in a really long time. That's why supply has been non-existent. So, you know, even if these aren't really the ideal colors that you were looking for, they might be colors that you could use and have some fun with. So Baby Pop X is there, Pop X is there, and then also the XPod and XPod Jr are available in a handful of these colors as well. Both of these baits have been discontinued from the Megabass line, so they're not making them anymore, so this is a good chance again to scoop those up. So available now from Megabass. All right, if you remember too, last week we had that super dope Respect Series drop Black Viper. We were able to scoop up the last of Megabass's batch of the I Slides. The I Slides sold out right away. When we dropped that, we were able to grab the last few remaining ones that they had. Just in case you guys missed the drop, I'm gonna open this up for you, just let you guys look at it. This will be the last offering of this color, but it's super dope in an I Slide. So you have that transparent black, you've got that really cool kind of pinkish red hit on the bottom, that kind of silver scale on the top, and it fades to kind of that color shifting crackle back. It's just an amazing color. It looks great in the I Slide. So the I Slide 185 while supplies last in the Black Viper, available now. And then while we are on I Slide, we see the last of the batch in I Slide 135, 85, and 262 for the next, we're being told, year. Okay, so if you want to try an I Slide, if you love the I Slide, if you've been waiting for any colors to come in, this is the time to grab them, because once they're gone, they're going to be gone for a really long time. So some of the key colors in 135s, in 262s, same with that 185 that I showed you in the Black Viper. This is it. So if you want to grab any of those, grab them now. All right, while we are on restocks, another drop that we did last week, the Megadog X, flew out of here. We did get a small batch back in all of the colors. So if you guys missed any colors like the Fine Art Snakehead, Frozen Hasu, the Galaxy Shiner, Perch, anything like that, those are back for now as well from Megabass. We also see the Megadog return in all the key colors as well. So if you missed last week's drop, here's a look at the side-by-side comparison of the two. So the Megadog is the biggest topwater Megabass makes, 220 millimeters, 130 grams. This is the brand new 180 millimeter size, so 72 grams. Okay, so about half the size, half the weight of this one, so much easier all-around size to throw. So you can grab those if they speak to you. We also see I-Wings return. So I-Wings went through a crazy run and they were out for a while, but all the colors in the I-Wing 135 returned. So you guys have been catching them on crawlers or looking for that kind of late summer cool topwater bite. All the I-Wings are back from Megabass. We also see a return in the majority of core colors in the Edovision 110. So a lot of key colors like Wageen IU, SBOB Shad, GG Trout, all the Wakasagi colors all return as well this week from Megabass. Jeff, let's go back to Trout Week really quick. We had an awesome video that CJ and Callan did on topwater trout, small stream topwater trout. They're throwing the Nano Ciglet in that Smith puppet, right? Nano Ciglets, when we launched them, they flew out of here. Well, we posted earlier this week that they came back in stock in a small batch. This is going to be it until late spring, early summer. Okay, so if this was on your radar and you missed out, or maybe you just want to stock up while you can stock up, this is the time to do it. Once they're gone, they're going to be gone for 6-7 months. Okay, so there you go. Nano Ciglets in all color, as well as the Great Hunting version, return this week. We also see the Grand Ciglet return also. Okay, so if you guys want to try some of their buggy crawlers, I'll give you a little side-by-side comparison here. Here, let's grab this one and this one. You can see the size difference between these two, right? So the Grand Ciglet is a 1/4 ounce, so you can throw it on more traditional stuff, 42 millimeters. The Nano Ciglet is 23 millimeters, and it's just under 2 grams. So it's a really light, super, super small. Megabass advertises it as the smallest bug bait in the world. Jeff, you're the bug bait expert. What say you?
It's a small bug bait, and it's on top water, and it looks like a cicada.
It's a very Griff answer of you.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday morning, Jeff. You awake?
Absolutely, dude.
You want me just to hand these to you so you don't have to go buy them off the shelf?
Where's Callan when you need him?
I don't know. Where is Callan? Callan! Callan, everybody. You don't even know why I asked you over here, do you?
I don't.
Okay, here. These came back. Tell me about your experience throwing these.
Oh, these things are awesome. They get chewed. I love how you had to slide that down.
Well, everybody here is short, apparently. I only hire midgets. Welcome to the club. You should get into wrestling.
Yeah.
You and Griff on Thursday nights.
But anyways,
boy, relax.
Nano Ciglet gets chewed. It's a really fun bait to throw. Throw it a couple different ways, which is cool. You can just kind of drift it with the current, or you can kind of try and make it look like a bug struggling on the surface, which is the main way I was throwing it, and the trout just love it. Explosive eats. It's about as fun as it gets for small stream fishing.
It's the best way to catch them, don't you think?
Yeah,
Top
it really
water?
is.
All right, so while you're sitting here, the other bait that we watched you throw in the video on Friday came back in stock as well. So talk to me about this, because this, you actually caught your biggest fish on this when you were out there.
Yeah, I did actually.
So that's okay. You can leave that one down there.
Okay.
Jeff will pick it up. Okay.
But anyways, got the puppet here. This is a super fun bait. I really enjoyed throwing this. So we fished the Ciglet all the way up.
Yep.
Got a lot of eats on that, and then I decided to tie this on. And at first, I wasn't too sure about it. I was just trying to crank it like a crankbait. And
Here, give me one of those. Let me take one of those out.
And it really wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And then I figured out if you pop it while like almost burning it, kind of gets it down, makes it super erratic. and they were just smoking it. It was every pool we were pulling up to, I was getting bit on that little thing.
So here, hold this up to the camera and let them take a peek. So this is made by Smith. So Smith is, I mean, they're probably the most famous trout brand in Japan. So very few baits like this that are kind of like that crankbait style that are designed for basically wake bait topwater trout. So
Yeah.
kind of a cool bait.
Yeah,
And then,
it is.
while you're there, the B-Freeze to your left.
Oh yeah.
We got a restock. I was able to get Lucky Craft to make us a special re-batch of some Japan colors in that guy, and I know you guys smoked them in Utah during the week. So talk to me about the B-Freeze. I know Hunter, caught some really nice ones. Give the people the spiel on the B-Freeze real quick.
I mean, it's just a sweet bait. The way it rolls in the water, it looks great. And I mean, Hunter was just absolutely sticking them on this thing.
Yeah.
He was a weapon with it.
So when are you gonna throw a B-Freeze over, say, like a great hunting or something?
Personally, I haven't thrown the B-Freeze a ton. It's
Okay.
a bait I really haven't gained a lot of knowledge on throwing it. But
So where's Hunter when we need him?
yeah, exactly.
Well then get out of here, Callan. Go away.
He was good for two things.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, Callan. What did you say? Here, come here.
God damn it.
All right, a guy that you don't have to drop the camera down for.
Yeah.
Andrew, everybody.
crazy.
Andrew, talk to me about the
What's up,
B-Freeze.
guys? The B-Freeze is one of our favorite trout baits.
Well, when you say R, you mean
Yes.
you and Hunter.
Yeah.
Obviously, Callan's excluded
Yeah.
from this.
Callan, I don't know what his problem is with Lucky Craft, but the B-Freeze is an awesome bait. One time when we were going to pick up the B-Freeze over something like Durga, Duo Rozante, or one of those other small baits, is heavier current applications. The lip is a little bit thicker on the B-Freeze, the plastic thicker than a lot of the other lips. What that's going to do is allow the bait to run truer in current, heavier current, and keep that action true. Fish love it.
All right. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you for actually working here and knowing what you're talking about, Andrew. All right, well, let's use that to transition to Duo, since he just mentioned the Rozante. That's one of our best-selling small-bodied jerkbaits from Duo. We see a huge restock this week from Duo across the board, and specifically the Rozante is back, plus a ton of new colors. So colors that they've never made before in the Rozante. So if you guys are fans of throwing the small jerkbait, I mean, there's some really dope ones. This one is actually perfect for Trout Week. Let me just take it out. So just spec it out. 63 millimeters. This is a 5 gram, so about 3/16 ounce. Has a magnetic weight transfer in it, so it casts great. You can use it as a jerkbait. You can swim it through the water. Most of you guys already know this is the new brown trout color. It looks sick in that. So some new colors, huge restock in Rozante from Duo. We also see a huge restock in the Apex Vibe, both in the 100 and in the 85 size, and we also see some new colors in the 85. So some of the key colors from the spin baits and the larger sizes are coming through. So you see Sangria Craw, you see the brand new Goby ND color in that, and you see Tule Perch ND and the Apex Vibe F85 arrive as well. And then we also see a huge restock in jerkbaits from them. So the 100 SP, the 85 SP, the 110, the 120, the 130, even some of the really hard to find colors return. So like Amart Shimmer is back. So if you guys have been waiting on Duo jerkbaits, great time to scoop those up. Huge restock on those. And then Jeff, I'm gonna speak your language, not Bugs. Okay, the other thing you throw.
Oh, the other thing.
Big swim baits.
Big ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Big swim baits. So a brand new swim bait from Duo. The brand new Micro Don 88. Talk to me. Jeff? All right, you know what? Big, I may be like over embellished a little bit. How about small swim bait? The new small swim bait from Duo, the Micro Don 88. Here, you know what? I'm gonna take one out.
What am I supposed to do with this?
This is a swim bait. You swim it.
Is it for trout?
No, this is for bass. Well, I mean, yes, it's for everything. So here you go. A new 4-joint, multi-joint system from Duo. They've been working on this bait for a couple of years, actually, to perfect it. So what you're going to see is you're going to see an under chin keel weight there that's going to allow you to move it very quickly. You can burn it, you can twitch it, so it will glide, it will swim. The idea was to look as close to a real dying bait fish as possible. So when you look at bait fish, a lot of times they're just really kind of erratic and they kind of move in little short bursts. That's what they wanted to create in the Micro Don. So it's going to be a little bit different action than a traditional multi-joint bait. And there's some really cool colors in it. So you've got, you know, some Wakasagi colors, you've got some Shireo colors, you've got some Oikawas. So just to spec it out for you guys, it's 88 millimeters. It's 5.9 grams. So Jeff, this should be able to go on probably your like heavy.
Did you say
setup.
5.9 grams?
Yeah, 5.9 grams. So it's about 3/16 of an ounce. Okay, so probably your spinning swim bait setup. Why are you laughing? It's a swim bait, dude.
Why did I think you were gonna at least say like 12 grams, like 13, like 5.9?
Well, dude, it's got a size 8 hook. That's big. So there you go, guys. So this is gonna be ponds, trout, BFS, bass when they're feeding on really small bait. That's where this is going to shine. So definitely more of a finesse swim bait. I'm kind of just messing with Jeff. It's a super dope one. When you see it in the water, you're gonna love it. You're gonna catch a lot of fish on it. So the brand new Micro Don from Duo is available now. All right, new for us this week, Jeff. We've been waiting patiently for Duo to do another batch of these. You guys know that the Sammy 65, we've talked about it a couple times, that we've got some drops from them. It blows out of here every time because it's really hard to find a small, little compact walking bait. Well, now we have the Duo Pencil 65. So we've got that same size bait, but in the Duo version. So you're gonna have Duo coloring, you're gonna have Duo action. So same idea here, that you're gonna have this finesse bait that can walk really tight and really imitate that small bait fish. Now, it's gonna be more of a straighter profile, so you're gonna have a little bit different walk out of this guy than you will like the Lucky Craft 65, but it gives you another option in that small walking topwater bait lane. I'll spec it out for you. 65 millimeters, so 2.5 inches, 5.5 grams. It seems to be the lane that they love to be in, so 3/16 of an ounce. So definitely spinning rod or BFS type stuff, but there you go, the Pencil 65 from Duo, available now. And then to kind of round out Duo, we see a huge restock in the whole spy bait line. So all the spin baits, the 80, the G-Fix, the 90, huge restock, and we see a return in a bunch of colors that we haven't seen in a while. So colors like Aqua Herring is back. The Ghost Chartreuse returns. We see colors like Sexy Pink come back, that kind of, you know, beautiful kind of morning dawn color. What do we got? We got Spring Spin is back. We see a new color Slither added to the line. We see Wakasagi Gleam, so kind of a shiny Wakasagi color there. We see J. Oikawa. So tons of options, new colors, some returns of some old ones they haven't done in a long time in the spin bait line from Duo. All right, 3 new colors in frogs from Spro this week. We see these in the Bronzeye Frog 65 as well as the Bronzeye Pop 60. So let me fly through those with you. Looks a lot like White Walker, doesn't it? But it's not, it's Glacier. So kind of that crackle white, but it fades to like a baby blue. Kind of matches my shirt, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Glacier, new color here from Spro. We also see Lava. So you've got kind of, again, these are all going to be kind of crackle colors. So you've got a black base with some red and some yellow with the crackle. So kind of a cool color there. So that's the lava. And then this one should have just been called the hookup because it's lime green and black, but they're calling it kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Yep, so kryptonite is the other new color from Spro. So 3 new colors in the Bronzeye Frog and the Bronzeye Popper, available now from Spro. And then for some reason, I don't know why I ordered these things, but here you go. The Cyclone prop.
There it is.
Lands here at the hookup. Why did I buy these, Griff? This is a goofy looking whopper plopper, wouldn't you say? Maybe it's amazing. Do you think it's amazing, Jeff?
It's gonna get bit just like a fucking whopper.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if they're any good or not. Well, I'm just gonna do them on promotion. So there you go. I'm gonna put them on sale right out of the gate because I don't know why I got them. It says Shin Fukai, so it's probably built really well. It's probably got a good action. I'm gonna go throw it in the tank here in a second. But there you go. If those speak to you or you've been dying for this to come out, those are available while supplies last before Griff buys all of them. There you go. The new Cyclone Prop Junior. That's why I got it. It's the new junior size. I remember now. There you go, guys. Available now. All right. I know a lot of you guys have been on this bandwagon just like us. You've been seeing, if you've been following the channel, you see pink braid all the time on our reels. This is kind of the braid that we have all switched to for the majority of our spinning applications. Finally, it is back in stock in all sizes. So 11 pound is back, 13 pound is back, 15 pound is back, 19 pound is back. Now remember, these are Japan sizes, okay? So they are actually rated on their Go system. So this is gonna be a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter than what you're traditionally used to in US braid sizing. So for instance, 19 pound is going to be very similar to something that you would throw normally in a 15 pound. So if you're used to, I don't know, a Cigar Smackdown, a J Braid, a Power Pro, something like that, this is going to be a similar diameter to 15 pound. The 15 pound is going to be a similar diameter to like a 12 pound. 13 pound is going to be more like a 10 pound. 11 pound is going to be more like an 8 pound, so on and so forth, right? So what's great about the D braid is this is a neutral density braid that's designed to sink at the same rate as fluorocarbon. So if you guys are throwing braid to fluoro leaders and you're using it for bottom contact type presentations, drop shot, free rig, anything like that, what you're gonna have is instead of having a floating braid that's floating on the surface and then it's going down to the bait, this is gonna be a neutral density. So it's gonna be just like fishing straight fluoro as far as the performance goes. So your line, instead of floating and then going down, is going to all gradually sink at the same time. So you're gonna have more of a direct contact with your bait on the bottom. Your sensitivity is gonna improve. Your fishability is gonna improve. But the biggest thing I can tell you about this line is that it's super durable. I've had some of this on my reels now for, well, since it became a thing. So going on like a year and a half now on some reels, and it may fade. It's not as vibrant pink, but it's still not fraying. It's still not breaking. So you're gonna get a lot of life out of this. The knot strength is great, and it's a cord line. So instead of it being an 8 strand that's really soft, that really easily knots up, it is a cord line that they're wrapping the braid around, so it's slightly stiffer so that it avoids wind knots. So just a great braid. I know a lot of you guys are throwing it already, so if you've been waiting for the return of this, this is the week. Grab it while you can. The Sunline Defier D braid is available in all sizes. All right, we also see a return this week from Jackall in the Piku 78. So all the sizes return in this. This was one that kind of surprised everybody. I think it even surprised Jackall at how well it sold. This is that crazy kind of half bent bait that is designed to basically flutter on the surface and imitate a dying fish. So it is designed to fish here on this top piece. So you're going to attach your line here, and as you move it, it's basically just going to kind of flutter it on the surface, and it's just going to look like a dying minnow kind of just quivering on the surface. Super finesse top water. So we're talking glass calm, when the fish are just super spooky, it could be a great one for you. So if you missed out, or again, just looking to add something fun, the Piku could be a good option. So all colors return this week from Jackall. We also see some of the new evergreen colors trickle down this week into some of the combat cranks. So colors like Ghost Wakasagi, Chartreuse Shad, as well as like Champion Shad are going to trickle down through the CR6, the 8, 10, 13. So if you guys have been waiting on the new shad patterns, those also are available this week from Evergreen. All right, a lot of you guys are kind of in the throes of flipping, pitching, punching season. We see a return this week in our punch skirts. So this is the original punch skirt that you guys have loved for decades. We get them specially tied for us. So all the key colors are back, your black and blues, your green pumpkin, purple copper, your money makers, all that return. We also see a brand new color this week. We see a big Texan color. So a lot of you guys love this color in soft plastics. So if you're looking to add to your arsenal or resupply on punch skirts, those are available now. We also were able to grab a special batch of Depths Slide Swimmer 175s for you guys on promotion. So this is the brand new Slide Swimmer 175. We've been talking about the new Slide Swimmers a lot around here. Depths is really putting a lot of emphasis on making these super user friendly. So the new 175 is a great one. It's kind of that mid-size glide bait that you can do so much with. So for this week, we were able to grab a special batch. $109.99 is normal pricing on a 175. We're basically knocking 30% off here. $79.99 for this week, or while supplies last of this batch. So if you guys have been on the fence, or maybe you're just looking to add colors to your collection, it's a great chance to do it. So there you go, while supplies last. Thank you, Depths, for the special supply. $79.99 on all Slide Swimmer 175s. All right, and then you guys know that Shimano doesn't love lefties. Right, we talk about this all the time, right? We've been talking about the Curado BFS and how it's a righty only thing, right? Well, they return for righties and lefties this week. So lefties, they love you now. So if you have been dying to get your hands on a Curado BFS, this is a great chance to do it. So while supplies last, both righties and lefties are equal again. So we're all about equality here at the Hookup Tackle. And Shimano obviously is the same. So there you go, guys. The lefty and the righty and Curado BFS available now. All right, and then let's wrap it up with some rod drops. We're starting to see finally the drip of the brand new Expride from Shimano. So this is the all new designed Expride B that's going to have the new blanket construction, the new cosmetics, the new custom built CI4 grip. Also has that monocoque butt section, so the sensitivity is super increased to you. So I know a lot of you guys have been waiting this week. We see 3 models. So we see the 7-foot medium come in in the spin. We also see the 7.2 spin come in. And then we see the 7-foot medium glass casting. So it's going to be more of like a small square bill, light chatterbait type rod. So if you guys have been waiting on any of these to come in, it's great to see them finally trickling through. X-Prides from Shimano are available now. All right, and then you guys know the name Leviathan rods. They are famous in the swimbait world for building great swimbait rods. This week we see a drop in their traditional bass rods. This is the Leviathan Trinity series. So there are 4 models in this lineup. So just like you're used to in Leviathan rods, you have that kind of wrapped grip, you have the custom Alps reel seat, right? So really trendy, kind of modern styling to it. There's 4 models. So this is the Lucky 777. This is the Bass Breaker designed as like a heavy power fast tip rod. This is going to be like a Carolina rig, jig, that type of stuff. That one is available now. Let's pick it out. Let's see. So it's 1/2 ounce to 2.5 ounce. So you could also throw something like a Magdraft Freestyle, 6-inch Citizen, something like that on this rod would be great. There is also the 7-foot moderate medium. So this is going to be square bill, you know, small jackhammer, that kind of stuff. This is going to be, again, all Leviathan rods are built on that North Fork composite blank. So they're going to be, you know, crisp and light and sensitive and high performing. So square bill rod from them. You also have the Bass Flippin' Son of a Gun. So 7.3. This is, you know, frogs, pitchin', jigs, that kind of stuff. So 1/2 ounce to 2 ounce lure rating on that. And then finally, this guy is the all-purpose bass breaker, they call it. So it's a 7-1 Texas rig jig, just kind of an all-purpose kind of fast action spinner bait, just do everything type rod. So, you know, beautiful rods, great build. You get an amazing warranty with them for under the $400 price point. So there you go. The Leviathan Trinities are available now. All right, guys, that is a wrap. Jeff, happy Sunday morning to you, sir. Thank you for being here. You may now go back to bed. I'm just starting my day.
I could
Yeah,
tell.
I got the caffeine going.
Caffeine? There's caffeine in that too?
Yeah, there's everything in Orion.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah. If you guys have questions on anything we covered, drop it down below in the comments. I will definitely get to it. On behalf of myself and Jeff and Cal and Andrew and Griff, Jamie, and everybody here at the Hookup Tackle, guys, thank you for giving us time on your Sunday mornings. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for indulging us in Trout Week this week. Thank you for your business. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are catching fish, hugging your family, having a good time, drinking some cold beer. We will see you next time. Peace.